Learn how to take action from world-class action hero and actress Michelle Yeoh. Here now is Vivian Lee, Regional Vice President of Malaysia, Singapore, and Taiwan.
Hello everyone, 大家好. As you know, we have invited a very special guest to share her story with us today. I am so excited for you all to meet her. Michelle Yeoh is a Malaysian superstar known and admired around the world. She is a classically trained dancer, martial artist, and international movie actress. For 30 years, she has been electrifying the big screen with her exceptional skill, charisma, grit, and grace. Michelle achieved international stardom with her performance in 2000's Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, 卧虎藏龙, where she was first nominated for a wide variety of film awards. The former Bond girl from Tomorrow Never Dies also fearlessly unleashed incredible performances in fan-favorite movies and television shows such as Marvel Shang-Chi, Mammals of a Geisha, Kung Fu Panda 2, and Star Trek Discovery. In 2019, she was nominated for and won a variety of awards for her performances in Crazy Rich Asians. Ranked by RottenTomatoes.com as the greatest action heroine of all time, I am sure we will all be captivated by her extraordinary commitment to excellence, both on and off the screen. And now, it is with great pleasure I introduce to you Michelle Yeoh.
Hi, hello everyone. I am Michelle Yeoh. 大家好，很快乐今天跟你们见面。
Thank you so much for being with us today and sharing your insight with thousands of our sales associates and Usana business entrepreneurs watching from around the Asia-Pacific region. Near the end of our conversations, we will open up the floor to all of you for questions, and we will respond to as many as we can. So if you do have questions for Michelle, be sure to send it now in the live chat feature below. Michelle, you have accomplished an incredible level of success. Sometimes when people find success, others attribute it to luck or happenstance. Personally, I think that hard work, resilience, and seizing opportunities are the keys to finding success. What are your thoughts on how success can be actively pursued and achieved?
I think you nailed it, Vivian. There is no one element. It's a combination of so many different things, whether it's luck, definitely hard work, because I believe the harder you work, the luckier you become, because then you are prepared. And when an opportunity does present itself, then you will be ready to embrace it. But then what is success? How do you judge if you are successful or not? Is it because you have enough money? Is it because now you are famous? Or is it because you have a lot of fans out there? I think the most important thing is to be able to love what you do and to give it your best and to aim as high as you can possibly go.
You started as a ballet dancer and rose to fame in 1990s Hong Kong action films. Now you are internationally recognized for performances in a wide variety of films and television shows. One of our attendees has the same questions I do regarding drive and improvement, so I would like her to ask it.
Okay.
Hi, Michelle. Thank you for taking time to be here with us at our Asia Pacific Convention. My name is Helen, and my question to you is, being someone who's already so successful, how do you keep yourself away from complacency and constantly challenge yourself to be better and to progress?
Hi, Helen. Thank you for that lovely question. I don't see myself as, I don't put myself in a box to say, oh, now I am so successful. Does that mean you've already reached a mountain and there's nothing else to climb up further? I see every day as a challenge that motivates me to do something that I've never done before, do something new, especially what I think, which is very important, is to be always learning. I think this is what life is about, to be able to be learning every day. And then who knows? There are so many mountains to climb. God forbid you've learned everything and there's only one. He sees his woman as being needed to be protected, and it is very dangerous to do the stunts. And I'm sure you can see the number of times he's been injured, and he wouldn't want to wish that on anyone, let alone if his co-star is a woman. I've had the privilege. We worked on Super Cop together, and no, I don't think I will stand and allow or let anyone, let alone a man, to tell me what I can or cannot do. I think we are all now, you have to understand what are your own capabilities. That's the most important thing. When you understand your capabilities, especially when you're doing stunts, because it is not a game. There are a lot of risks involved. And when we were doing Super Cop, I think I felt sorry for him because he had to better every stunt that I did. When I took the motorcycle to the train, the poor guy had to be in a helicopter and land on the train. So I think at one point he thought I was trying to kill him. But we are great friends. So what we do is we try to look out for each other.
You have lived in Malaysia, Hong Kong, Paris, and currently the United States. I would imagine these new and different cultures can be both exciting and challenging. How do you cope with the cross-culture shock and adapt your communication skill to different people and experiences?
I think that's a very interesting question. I think because we come from Asia Pacific, especially from Malaysia or Singapore, we are very multiracial. We have always been brought up to be living with different cultures, and it's never a shock in any way. Yes, in Malaysia, we live very happily together. We coexist. Malays, Indians, Chinese, we celebrate each other's New Year's with great joy. Every festivity. In fact, as a child, we only look forward to that. So we never differentiate that we are different. As far as we were concerned, we were all Malaysians and very happily living together. And then when I went on to study in England, I never felt that I was an outsider. I think the most important thing is how you see yourself. If you feel you are different, if you put yourself in a place where you are looked upon as differently, then you will be different. But then to say it in another way, what is wrong with being different? You have to embrace the fact that we all come from different cultures and hopefully learn a lot more beautiful things from each other. So coming to America, I'm working in America only presently. I don't actually live here. I think that's the beauty of my job is like we have the privilege of living whether in New Zealand, in Australia, in Malaysia, unfortunately not that much, in Paris, in Budapest, in Berlin, in Ireland, now here in LA and in Toronto and so many other places. And we go where our work takes us.
You are one of Asia's most successful and versatile actors. But you also realize the importance of giving back and helping to empower other women. What are your career tips to the next generations of female leaders?
I think it is very important, first of all, that you must believe in yourself. You must know that what you want to achieve, because the first person that can say no to you is you. And if you already said no, then there will be no gain. If you don't risk anything, nothing ventured, you will never learn anything because you already closed the door. I think what it is like never be afraid to dream. Never be afraid to go for what you believe in. You need to live with passion and be present. Always be eager to learn as well. Open your eyes, open your ears, open your heart, and be able to embrace adventures, challenges, and that will make you a much more fulfilled person.
You are speaking to a group of business entrepreneurs. Rejection is a common challenge. How have you dealt with no's and rejections in business and life?
Well, that is part of life, right? It's never just smooth sailing all the way. But we don't dwell in the negative side of things. We should be able and try our best to learn why was it rejected? How do I change it, adapt it, or move on? We must learn to be able to look at it objectively. Hopefully, even as an entrepreneur, you have good mentors. You have good people around you because you can't do everything by yourself. Make sure you surround yourself with a good team because that's when things will happen in the best possible way.
Yes, agree with you. Move on. Can you recall a moment in your career where a good sense of humor came in handy?
Sense of humor is a must every day. I think when you have a very positive outlook in life, when you know how to laugh at yourself to start off with, and to laugh with your friends or your peers or your colleagues, then you're a much happier person. And don't you find that when you are like that, you get a lot of things done, but with much better aura and much better feelings. And so for me, it is vital that I have a sense of humor, and I try as best to surround myself with people who have a sense of humor. Nothing is worse. How can you talk to someone with no sense of humor? Before you say anything, they'll be so, that's hard.
Your story is so compelling, Michelle. I can see how deeply you resonate with people by all the comments streaming in. Let's take a few more questions from the audience. This question has to do with how you take care of your health, especially when doing your own stunts.
Well,
สวัสดีค่ะ Hi Michelle Yeoh I'm Dr. Ann from Usana Thailand ฉากที่คุณขี่มอเตอร์ไซค์กับเจมส์บอนด์เป็นฉากที่ฉันชอบมากและฉันดูมันหลายๆครั้งมากและวันนี้ฉันรู้สึกเป็นเกียรติอย่างยิ่งที่ได้มาถามคำถามคุณคำถามของฉันก็คือว่านิยามของคุณหรือมุมมองของคุณในเรื่องของการมีสุขภาพดีที่แท้จริงเป็นอย่างไร
Oh, sawadika. Thank you for your question, Kunka. As you know, health for all of us is one of the most important things. If you don't have good health, you don't have much of a life. And I think it's been very in our faces, in our lives, in the last 2 years, especially with the pandemic and the horrible reality that so many families and people have had to deal with. But we must be resilient. We must be strong. We must learn how to move forward. We must learn how to look after ourselves and to look after our family and to look after our friends and fellow workers and people around us. And the only way we can do that is being sensible and smart. For me, health is one of the most crucial things. And I always prepare my day with my exercises, with the healthy mind, with the healthy body. What I put in my head with clarity, with meditation, and then what I put in my body with good food, wise things. It's a combination. And I hope that everybody will do it for themselves. First, you have to treat yourself well, be happy, and then you can be happy with your family and all of your friends.
Here's a question expanding on our conversations about rejection.
Hi, Michelle. I'm Emmanuel from the Philippines. How do you overcome the fear of failure, if you have any? Thank you.
If you have great fear of failure, then you will never do anything. You will probably just hide and say no to anything that comes along your way. We have to live with courage. We have to be bold. We have to believe in ourselves and step forward. That's the only way to achieve something good in your life. What's the point of being scared, right? Yes, I have lived with fear of heights, claustrophobia. Yes, sometimes I would say even a little bit of depression. because that is very much part of life. But what you have to do is to conquer those fears at your own pace, at your own time.
The next question is out of Hong Kong.
Oh.
Hello，楊紫瓊小姐，我係 Kathy 啊。我想問你一個問題，就係從來你第一女動在演員到聯合國親善大使，唔同嘅身份對你有咩唔同嘅意義呢？
Hello，你好 Tassie， 好開心可以同到喺香港嘅朋友傾偈，因為太耐冇返香港啦。To be honest, I don't treat any of whether I'm a goodwill ambassador, whether I'm an actress, differently. If I am given the opportunity to put out good messages, important messages, for example, I advocate very strongly for road safety. I'm sure not a lot of people know that there's 1.3 million people who die on the roads every day. At least 500 children are killed on the roads simply because they're trying to get to school. So as an advocate for road safety, I do whatever I can to make sure the good messages get out and all the preemptive measures are put in place. Then as an artist, I have one of the best mediums to be able to reach out to so many people, not trying to tell you how to lead your life, but hopefully show you certain messages, certain happenings, events that you could be slightly more enlightened and be able to embrace in a different way. So all my roles are very important to me because I have chosen them carefully and they mean the whole world to me.
Now we go to Jongyun in Korea.
예기치 못한 사고로 자신의 꿈을 포기해야만 했던 시기가 있었다고 들었습니다. 그때 다시 한번 마음을 회복하고 그리고 나의 길을 찾기 위해서 하셨던 생각이나 방법 혹은 감명 깊게 읽은 책이 있는지 궁금합니다.
I think the incident that you're talking about is when I was a teenager, still studying ballet in England. And unfortunately, I had a very bad back. And I was told that I should not pursue this way of dancing, which was not good for my physical well-being. Yes, at that age, when you're suddenly told all that you've been dreaming of, you shouldn't be doing is quite traumatic. But you move on. I was very well protected by a wonderful woman, Mrs. Hammond in England, who was the principal of the school. And she said, there are so many other forms of dance that you could pursue. You could be a choreographer. You could, as you wanted to do, you could be a teacher. But yes, for this moment, maybe for the next year, physically, you will not be able to do it. But if you go through the proper training and you would be able to strengthen yourself. Like in life, I've had 2 ACLs, 2 knee surgeries done before, one from crouching tiger and one from skiing, but that doesn't put you down. You just have to learn how to pick yourself up, find the right people to help you. But I've been always very, very blessed in my life, apart from my family, close families, some by blood and some not by blood, extended family in Hong Kong, in Malaysia, in Singapore, here in America, or in London, that they have always been supportive. They have always been around me. And I think that is very important as a human being. That is what we all crave. The craving of being together with people that you love.
Our final video question is from Candice in New Zealand.
I'm a huge fan of yours. Today, I feel so
Thank you.
happy and excited to have this opportunity to ask you a question. Where do you think the motivation to work comes from? Thank you.
Where does it come from? I think my love for what I do, the passion for what I do, I think it doesn't become work at that point. It becomes a joy because every day I look forward to going to work, what we call work, and then being with such incredible talents and to be taught. I learned so much day to day simply by being around these amazingly talented people. And I think that's what we do. We should not just think that we already know everything. We should go in, could be the youngest child, could be the tea lady. It could be anybody who would have some wisdom to impart on you. And I think that for me gives me the biggest joy to be out there, to be, and I choose my roles and the work that I do very carefully, because it does take me away from the people that I love, from my family. And sometimes months on end, I am away from home. So what I do is because it comes from here.
Let's spend the time we have left with a few questions from the live chat. The questions one is from Dominic. Dominic from the Philippines would like to know, who did you look up to as you started your career? And who is your role model now?
Oh, very exciting questions. Who did I look up to? When I was young, the one person that I looked up to, my mom is going to kill me if she hears this, was my dad. But now, today, I find the people who are selfless, who are ready at a drop of a hat, NGOs, doctors, nurses, when they are needed to go out there and sometimes go to the worst environment and surroundings and be so willing to put themselves out there to help others in great need. For me, those people are so inspirational. It gives me great hope that we will always look after each other. And that is the only way we can continue to make our world a better place and to survive. But we have to do it together.
Okay, Anne from Malaysia asks, what is the most rewarding role you have performed both on and off screen?
Oh, that is so unfair. It's like, which is your favorite child, On screen, I am so proud and so excited for all of you to see my new movie, Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. It seems that this role is a culmination of the 30-odd years that I've been in the business. And I hope that you all will be able to see it very, very soon. It's love, it's funny, it's everything. And then, not as in a professional role, I think what I'm most proud of is being there for my godchildren, for my nephews and nieces, and for the little kids. That is, for me, I think I've done the best.
We have come to the end, Michelle. What are some parting words you would like to share with those who really looks up to you, especially the overcoming the challenges we have faced over the past couple of years?
Yes. Well, first of all, I really want to say thank you to all of you and Usana for giving this opportunity for me to meet all of you from around the Asia Pacific region. It is very heartwarming to see that you've taken and you continue to take such good interest, support me in all that I've been doing over the years. And I really do feel your love. So I thank you very sincerely for this opportunity. I think all of us will just have to believe in yourself, first of all. If you don't believe in you, how can anybody else believe in you? Then the other thing, being healthy, looking after yourself, be happy. First of all, don't wait for someone else to make you happy. You have to be happy by yourself. And yes, we can have failures because not every idea will go and achieve the goal that you intend to have. But that doesn't mean that you're a complete failure. Sometimes we have to give ourselves a few more chances and to keep trying. If you don't keep trying, you've already failed. So these are difficult times. I hope we all be together, look after one another so that we can make sure that we can have a better world to come back to. And our environment, everything around us is so precious and it takes all of us. Don't have the attitude like, oh, the problem is so big. What can I do? Every little grain of sand makes the beautiful beaches in our world. And that's what we are. And we will make our world a better place if we unite and do it together. So take care of yourselves. Be good, everyone. I hope to see you in person very soon. And I'm going to plug my movie, Everything, Everywhere, All at Once.
I wish we could keep going, but our time is up. Thank you for all of your insightful questions. And Michelle, this has been such a special and valuable discussion. Thank you for being here.
Thank you. 谢谢.
This is one session I will have to go back and watch a few more times. Such incredible inspiration. Remember, all contents from these sessions, workshops, and more will be available on demand for 30 days from the original stream date. Stay right here. Usana Chairman and CEO Kevin Gass is up next with lessons for life and leadership.
This concludes your USANA Live All Access.